And not least, we're going to round out the AFC North with the Cincinnati Bengals. They finished 4-11-1 last season. They drafted Jamarr Chase.
Yep.
They had an injured first-round number 1 pick in Joe Burrow. What are the expectations for the Bengals?
The Bengals expecting this coming into the 2021 NFL season, that Joe Burrow has to be protected at all costs. We know that is the reason his rookie year got cut short. We saw everything that happened with Joe Burrow, and we also saw them pass on Penei Sewell, who was the best lineman in the NFL draft, wherever you want to put him, first, second. I know there was a lot of reports out there, but we know that Penei Sewell was a top lineman in this draft, and they passed on him. Now, they did get help for Joe Burrow on the offensive line, but I would have liked to see that draft started off and really built through the entire draft. And like I said, I know they got him a unit, but Penei would have been extremely beneficial putting in the middle of that unit and knowing how versatile he can be. Now, another expectation for this team is Jamarr Chase needs to be worth that pick. That pick that he was used to pass up on Penei, he has to be out there. He has to be available. And we know we wanted to make Joe Burrow more comfortable, get him reunited with his teammate, but is he going to have time to see his target? Will he truly be able to get his time and throw to him out of the pocket so he can be effective and worth the pick? Now we look at the reality. This is going to be a 5-12 team. You said they were 4-12 last year. Give them another win because we have a 17-game season. They're going to have a high pick next year. I mean, it's looking bad for the Bengals overall. They've got talent, but Zach Taylor's on the hot seat. Joe Burrow's coming off of an injury. You still wonder what Joe Mixon is. Not that AJ Green was anything, but you still have to account for that loss. And when you overall look at how much further this Bengals team really needs to go, I think Joe Burrow will come back and be reasonable. I don't think he's going to be a guy that's going to be fighting for any sort of, award, because it's probably going to go to Dak for comeback player, and we know he's not going to be in MVP talks, and they're going to be last in the division. They still have a lot of work to do. So overall, sorry for you, Bengals fans. I got you going 5-12, and you are finishing last in the division this year.
Man, that's tough. I mean, the expectations for the Cincinnati Bengals. Man. They got a healthy Joe Burrow. They just picked up Jamarr Chase. They got T. Higgins, Boyd. They've got Mixon, Ryan. They're really expecting this to be a very competitive team and to win at least 8 to 9 games and really start to build into something. I don't think they expect the playoffs.
Wow.
But they definitely expect this team to start to be respectable. The reality, their schedule is set up for high hopes and a massive letdown just because of how that thing is set up. Like, they have a very easy start. The end of their schedule is gruesome. It's set up for them to be like, hey, they've arrived, and then they will fall hard. I mean, their offense should keep them in games, but their defense just won't hold up. I mean, look at what they got to play. Playing the NFC North, I got them 2-2. I think they could beat Minnesota. They could beat Detroit. AFC West, I got them going 1-3. The only team over there I think they'll beat is a shootout against the Chargers, who are pretty much the exact same team as them. They got their other 3 games based off of finishing last in the division. They have the fortune now of playing the Jets, the Jaguars, and the 49ers. They should beat the Jets and the Jaguars. They absolutely will not beat San Francisco. I think in the division, they'll go 2-4 for an ultimate record of 7-10. I think 7 wins, 3 wins better than last year with an extra game. I don't think that's far-fetched. That's definitely an improvement from last year. Absolutely not going to get them in the playoffs, but that takes Cincinnati from bottom of the barrel to respectable, something to build on, and actually some hope for the future when they actually grow something that resembles a defense.